Hello everyone, and welcome to the premiere episode of Season 3 of What's for Dinner. I'm trying something new for this season. I am going dual camera. So this is the main camera that you're looking at right now. And this is the secondary camera that you are looking at right now. So I'm hoping that we can make this work where you can kind of see more of what I'm doing at the stove. And then if I'm preparing something over here, which I will be in a moment, you can see that better. And it's just to make everything a little bit more fluid. So I hope this works. This is going to be a trial and error episode to see what I can change for other things throughout the season. So getting on with the actual episode, today I will be making slow cooker meatballs. One of my Christmas presents was a Crock-Pot, also known as a slow cooker. So I'm going to prepare some meatballs, which I will then put into my new Crock-Pot, which you see right here, and we'll make them with some spaghetti. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the sauce. The sauce is going to go inside the Crock-Pot for about half an hour while we make the meatballs. So in making the sauce, I'm going to open the lid here. The first thing we need are 7 cups of crushed tomatoes, which I have right here. These are going to go into, oh, making a mess already. Get out a spoon to stir this with. Okay, the next thing that we're going to put in is 1/3 of an onion. This is not all of the onion that's going to go in, but most of this onion will be used. So we're going to put in about 1/3 of an onion right here. And the rest of this will be used for the meat. Now, it calls for garlic. As most of you know, I don't cook with garlic, so I will not be using garlic. So the next thing that we need are 4 spices. Well, kind of spices. Basil, pepper, salt, and oregano. I just happen to have them right here. Pepper, salt, oregano, and some basil. We're going to bring them over here. I believe it's 1/2 teaspoon of each. My oregano is new, so I'm going to shake some oregano in there. Next we'll put in some basil. Next we'll put in some salt. And next we'll put in some pepper. Now once you put in all your spices, you're going to go and mix everything in. Once you've mixed everything in, go ahead and close the lid. And then you're going to set it to high. Remember how to do this. Okay, select high. Nope, wait, select high for 30 minutes. And it'll just, well, for this one, it'll just sit there and wait. And I don't think it does anything when it's done. So 30 minutes on high. Bring my spices back over here. Now we're going to get the meat ready. Alright, so the first half of the meat mixture for the meatballs calls for 1 pound of both ground beef and mild Italian sausage, 1/3 of an onion, which this is about 1/3, we'll put the rest of that in, 1 cup of breadcrumbs, and 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm just going to shake a little bit of this in and we'll see how well that does. So let's get the meat going here. Got 1 pound of ground beef. We're going to open this up. Goes. Next we have 1 pound of mild Italian sausage. And that goes. Ooh, let's take that off. I'll let that go in there. Wash hands. Now the cup of breadcrumbs I am going to measure because I want that to be as exact as possible. But if this isn't enough, I have more. I think it's going to be enough. It actually might be more than enough. 1 cup of breadcrumbs in, and we put the rest of the onion in, and then I guess I'll measure, since I have it out here, I'll measure. Then we have the 1/4 cup of Parmesan. A little bit more than what it called for. No harm in that. I hope not. The last half of this is a bunch of spices and then 2 eggs. We're going to put garlic powder, onion powder, thyme, oregano, some salt and pepper, and I think that's it. So let's see, what do I have here? Let's start with the onion powder. And this is 1 teaspoon of each. So a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of thyme, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of salt. Oops, where are we going? There we go. A little bit of pepper, and then 2 eggs. Now you take a spatula like this, and you're going to knead it in just a little bit before you begin mixing it with your hands. Okay, once you mix it pretty well enough, then go in there with your hands, which I'm not a big fan of doing, but I'm going to do it anyway. Go with your hands and begin to knead it. Let the fun begin. Alright, so we've kneaded our meat together. It looks half decent. I still have to wait about 10-20 minutes or so until the sauce is done, I think. Let me check. About 20 minutes I have to wait until the sauce is ready before I can start putting the meatballs in. So when that's at about 5 minutes, I'm going to start making the actual meatballs. Alright, so we're going to flatten this, take a little bit of, doesn't be a lot. We're going to roll it into a ball. The idea is that they're meatballs stuffed with mozzarella. So that's a fairly large one. Hopefully that's okay. Alright, let's take some more here. Here, more mozzarella. Alright, I'm going to time-lapse this, so enjoy me making meatballs for the next few seconds. And just like that, we have our mountain of massive meatballs. I'm interested to see how this is going to work. So, I'm going to clean up here a bit and we'll be right back. Alright, so we have our massive mountain of meatballs here. We're going to take this over to the Crock-Pot here, which has completed its run half an hour with the sauce. Looks good, smells good. Stir it up here a bit. Okay, now what we're going to do is place the meatballs inside. I hope all of these are going to fit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, this is very tight fit. Now we got to get the sauce over top of them, get them down inside the sauce. Alright, so they are covered in sauce. This should be okay. So now we close the lid and we set it on high for 2 hours. I'm going to start with 2 hours. It's just 2 to 2.5 hours. We'll start with 2 hours. I'm going to come and check, and we'll see where it goes from there. So we'll be back in about 2 hours. Alright everyone, so it's been about 2 hours since the meatballs have gone in. Since then I boiled some spaghetti, which I'm going to now put on a plate. Meatballs are just about done. They got about a minute left. So I'm going to get some spaghetti here, and I'm going to go over and get some meatballs and sauce. And then we'll try them out and see how they turned out. Just waiting on about 1 minute yet. Let me get a spoon, actually. I got a spoon right here. Alright, let's see if these things are done. I'm going to set my plate of spaghetti right here on the stove. Stove's off. Let's bring this a little closer here. Open it up. Give it a quick stir. And let's get some sauce and meatballs on here. Try to get 2 of them. I made 13, so there's 1. Come on. There you go. It's actually turned out pretty good. They looked a lot bigger when I made them, and they are very large. But when you put them on here, they actually don't look that bad. Alright, close this up. Now I'm going to get some Parmesan cheese from the fridge, and we're going to put that on, and we'll try them out. Sprinkle a little Parmesan on here. And now let's give this a try. The sauce looks good. The meatballs look good. Let's cut it open here. There's the mozzarella. They smell delicious. Alright. Here we go. That is very good. I don't know if it's the spices or if it's the sausage, but I'm getting a lot of spice feeling. It's not spicy, it's not hot. It's good though. I could have put some more mozzarella in there, but otherwise very good. This came out fantastic. Well, I hope you enjoyed this premiere episode of Season 3 of What's for Dinner. If you have any suggestions for things that you would like me to make, leave them below in comments, and I'll check them out. I hope this dual camera setup was okay. I really hope that it worked for us. I hope that it made the viewing experience a little bit better. If it did, also let me know in the comments below if I should continue doing it like this, or if you have any suggestions on how else to do this. Till next time, take care, and God bless. I'm going to enjoy the spaghetti and mozzarella stuffed meatballs. Take care.